Happy Lunar New Year, everyone. I have a super exciting surprise for you this new year. We are putting together the largest strategic alliance of our business career. And this alliance is going to put Ormeus ecosystem on a level that has never been seen before. I'm here in Kuala Lumpur today, shooting with some of the founders of an absolutely amazing company. And I'm going to introduce you to them very shortly. These founders have built blockchain projects into the top 10 over the last 10 years and have experience that is unparalleled. They've mined over 300,000 Bitcoin, and they have one of the largest mining facilities in the entire world, and they're looking at partnering with the Ormeus ecosystem. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, Ormeus ecosystem family. Hi, John Barksdale here. Very excited to introduce you to some of the major players in the blockchain industry. The new company that we're working with and putting together a strategic alliance partnership with is founded by Chairman Sam Lee and KK Cho. KK is actually the operations officer. See, they founded a company that has done major things to develop the entire industry, affecting the top 20 coins and affecting our entire blockchain space. So today I'm here to interview Sam, and Sam is going to tell us a little bit about how his company came about, where they came from, and how it started. So Sam, how did you get started in blockchain?
Oh, well, I'm born in Australia, and in the early days, there was a lot of interest in this technology, and mainly people wanting to buy a little bit of Bitcoin in order to understand what the capability of having peer-to-peer value transaction across the internet. So the opportunity was born in 2013 when we were servicing a lot of customers that wanted to acquire Bitcoin. Of course, OTC was a new ecosystem, but as an outcome of that, because a lot of people made a lot of money, the Australian government needed to figure out a way to regulate this ecosystem, and tax regulation was the lowest hanging fruit, and Australia therefore became the first country in the world to regulate cryptocurrencies by taxing it in 2014.
2013, that makes you a cryptocurrency grandfather, doesn't it? It's such a young industry that if you're around for that long, then you are the true professionals in founding. And working directly with the Australian government, that is absolutely amazing. Now KK, you also, like myself, got started young in life. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your story?
So I started a bit early in marketing, and then there was a lot of industries that I went into. I went into wine, went into property, went into health products and stuff like that. And then I realized that blockchain was the way to go, because eventually it's a new industry. There's much more opportunities for young people like me. And also I think it serves as an equal opportunity for everyone in the world to start on the same starting line, okay, with no bias, with no education degrees to tell you how educated or how professional you are, and to give everyone a very fair chance to achieve the success in this industry.
Now today we're here to talk about a strategic alliance partnership between Ormeus and Hyper Capital. Now KK is going to tell you a little about how Hypertech and Hyper Capital work together to create an environment for growth.
Yes, thank you, John. So what happened is that, so maybe I just give a simple introduction of Hypertech. Hypertech is a group of companies. First of all, we have Collinstar, we have Blockchain Global, we have Hcash, we have Hyper Capital and Hyper Community involved. So each of them serves different roles in the whole group itself. For example, I think we all know Collinstar serves as one of the earliest blockchain VCs, and we have Blockchain Global, one of the world premiums government-related company working on blockchain. And then we have Hcash Foundation, which is a very powerful chain from China. And then we have went to Australia. We became the first blockchain project to be actually working together with the Australian government. And thereafter, we realized that the entire industry was moving into a different space because there was a need for adoption. So across the many years since blockchain was founded, there are many different ways that adoption was actually introduced to the market. So in 2019, we realized that one of the key products that we can actually introduce to the market is actually decentralized finance products or education systems to actually let more people understand what is the blockchain about. And so that's why we have Hyper Capital. And thereafter, because there was a need for people to be involved in this whole ecosystem, so we started to have a Hyper community. And that's where we adopted a new different business model to be integrated with blockchain to be introduced to the whole new, the whole space. Yeah.